Angle still a little messed up, but at least I got my seat now. Shit. Mad. Damn, the first person that comes in here says ARP look mad. How I look mad. My natural demeanor and face look mad. Damn, I got work on my presentation and shit. What up? What's good, y'all? Got a couple topics to touch today. Some updates to touch today. Next Max Out 2 announcement today. A lot going on, man. About to have some fun. What's good, y'all? See y'all coming in. Yeah, long time. You know how it is when it's time to start activating the car and everything. You know, I'm outside front line. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have some fun. We have some fun. How y'all feeling, man? Frozen Bird, yeah, I see him. Chilling, y'all. I see all the what's good ARPs and all that. I see y'all. Salute, y'all. Appreciate y'all. RBE on fire. Salute, ARP. Thank you. Salute. Shout out to the team. Shout out to Ant, Lawrence. Shout out to everything. The Brick by Brick Volume 1 series kicking off in Houston, August 7th. But we'll get there. We still got time for that right now. We got to prioritize Max Out, July 10th. It's going down. Max Out 2. No, thank you. K5 Albo. No, thank you. Appreciate it. What y'all want to talk about first? My response to Cassidy and Daylight, or the Hitman and Calico Grudge? What y'all want me to respond to first? Cass, holla. That's 1-1. ARP, salute. Seven the Butcher, appreciate it, homie. Thank you for the super. Peace, battle rap fan. Salute, ARP. Likewise, homie. Thank you for tuning in and all that. Daylight, Grudge, Cassidy and Daylight. Cass. It looked like the Cass and Daylight shit is winning the majority of which I want to talk about first. Alright, cool. So, before I jump into this shit, thank everybody for tuning in. We back on the scene heavy. You're about to start seeing the rest of the card get announced. I know y'all been on me so heavy. When's the next announcement? Is this person on the card? Is that person on the card? Is there a face-off for Hitman and Calico? What's next? Is August 7th this? Is Max Out 2 that? There's a lot on the way now. You know what I'm saying? They're about to get a lot more blogs from me. The RBE interviews is about to get set on fire. I got one that I'm going to be doing maybe today or within the next day or two with somebody. I think we're going to have a real interesting conversation because we rock with each other heavy. You know what I'm saying? The person's been on RBE multiple times before. We've had some significant disagreements that have been private. We've had some disagreements that have been public. And off camera, me and homie is wild cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the homie. But we felt that it'd be real interesting to give y'all the first time of me and this person on camera together doing an interview and talking about some stuff that we never spoke about in front of the public. So stay tuned to the channel. That's on the way. I want to try to get that to y'all within the next couple days. The next Max Out 2 announcement will be tonight. All right? It's going to drop tonight. Love the next Max Out 2 announcement. There's history there. There's closure shit there. This card could have been called Closure maybe. Who knows? I don't know. It's up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? The whole Max Out thing. We came up with a good title to call the first one. We enjoyed the energy. There's so many narratives around why we did it like that the first time. Did they fucking break the bank? Did ARP and the RBE team max out their credit cards? Is it because you got God tiers in the main event? All of that, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So we said if that's some of the variables that really fits Max Out, and that's what we're doing again, call it Max Out too. You know what I'm saying? Even if there's a closure battle on there too, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? As long as y'all get the battles and we all have fun, and July 10th, we get a great show. That's what matters the most. So go to rarebreedent.com. All right, let's make sure that we handling the business. Get your tickets. I haven't looked at the site over like the last 5 days. You know what I'm saying? I was OT with it. Mom was in other places. I don't know if there's stage passes there. I don't know balcony tickets, VIP tickets. I have no clue. But I shouldn't say Club Believe Music Hall in Atlanta is a big space. So it's not sold out yet. You know, it's probably far from sold out. Go get your general admission tickets. I know y'all want to see more of the card before y'all get your tickets. Trust me, go get your ticket. Do I ever fucking tell y'all to get y'all tickets as if you're not going to get your $50, $55 worth or whatever it is? Come on. YouTube University, congrats on taking over YouTube. I really appreciate that. But YouTube is such a big world. Battle rap is peanuts in YouTube. So I appreciate that. I'll accept that humbly, but there's a lot of platforms and leagues that's still banging on YouTube. RBE is one of them. And right now, we're not going anywhere. Yes, I fucking believe. All right, stop asking me, do you believe? I fucking believe. I'm the one that asked the question. How you fucking gonna ask it to me? Oh, by the way, I got my Mario Kart shit on. Shooting while the whip still spinning. This shooting while the whip still spinning. Super. Shout out my nigga Holla. Alright, Cass and Daylight. That's enough bullshit talk before we get into the topics. Cass and Daylight. My response to that. So the premise of the topic that was going around, I saw it was either 2 or 3 videos. The first one I saw, Cass was in his bag. Cass gets in his bag. You know what I'm saying? Cass say how you feel. You gotta respect that man. At times you call him the energy. You know what I'm saying? He earned it. He deserves it. Whether you're talking past, present, future, Cass is Cass. And I think the message that he was putting out there was very strong. He's like, we don't need the league. Look at the energy. He's a block captain here. I'm here. Boom, boom, boom. The league that I'm on, that's the biggest league at the time. You know what I'm saying? He has an argument for all of that shit. Then I also saw, like, you don't want to slight Cass by not mentioning, because I already see there's some response blogs and that type of stuff all through these airports and shit. I've been catching up on so much fucking videos and shit. Positive vibes. Salute to you, homie. RBE, brick by brick. Always, homie. Day one support. I appreciate you as always. So we don't want to leave out the other interviews that he did. I saw one that he did with Knowledge, and he was further explaining. I seen one that he did with Daylight. Daylight also provided great input, you know, as far as a battler and a league and where certain battlers get to. And I like the way that Cass expanded on it as far as like how everybody's here to get money together. And how Cass, you know, he's played a role thus far of making league owners and leagues and other battlers and media and bloggers, you know, bags the same way platform and leagues do, the same way bloggers do, the same way media does, the same way fans do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody plays a part. But one blog response that I did watch was from Chris Unbiased. Interesting angles that he had in there. He did include also an angle. We had a conversation about it. And I do want to expand a little bit further on that. The angle and the perspective of networking and creating alliances. You know, so from the outside looking in, it looked like Cass was the super duper Thanos when he came in. When he came back. Me versus everybody, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Then you had the Avengers talk, where you talk about certain battlers that was in front of the stage during one of his battles. And Cass has said this himself in interviews. In the pit, you know what I'm saying? He said that certain battlers that when the pit started to booze and then it transferred back to the crowd and then it picked up, yada, yada, yada. And then during the rollout of Cassidy versus Hitman, people saw a different energy. They saw humility. They saw a more, what seemed to be a tactical approach to the battle, his opponent, the energy that he gives off. Now, let's give the credit to Cass. You best believe that some of that was tactical. It's also transferring of energy. All right. The energy surrounding your network the people that you rub shoulders with, the way that these people present themselves. How many times have I done interviews and I've given the example of Big Meech doing his interview and saying, if you got a robbing ass boss, you got a robbing ass team. You have a getting money ass boss, you have a get money ass team. If you have a snake ass boss, you have a snake ass, etc., etc., etc. And I'm nobody's boss. I'm definitely not using that analogy for Cassidy. All right. But my vibe, my presentation, RBE's aura, RBE's rollout, RBE's energy, RBE's messaging. Look at our motto. Is our motto, if it ain't here, fuck it. Is our motto the best ever? Fuck everybody. Our motto is brick by brick. It's a very humble motto that will go nowhere. It's part of our character for real. That no matter what peak that y'all put us at as fans, we still see it. There's a lot of work to do. It's a mentality. It's a lifestyle of saying, never get too big for yourself. Don't be the person that thinks that, oh, you gotta be rich to give me advice. Dumbass motherfucker. That poor person got there in such a way that they might be able to loan you advice to make sure that your ass don't end up in the same spot. You know what I'm saying? It's mentality. It's mentality. So I think the coupling of that energy and Cassidy being who he is, you know what I'm saying? And then of course you have the factor of blaming y'all, of really making Hitman a huge favorite in the battle, which Hitman deserves. It's fucking Hitman. Lawrence Law, I appreciate you, homie, brick by brick. Which Hitman deserves. It's fucking Hitman, holla. You know what I'm saying? But y'all damn near attacked RBE, saying, why would you pair them two? And then y'all wanted to find out how big the room was. If it's a big room, we find that out, ARP and Rare Breed. If we find that out, y'all niggas, y'all setting Cassidy up. Y'all trying to get him out of it. And even the battlers, look how many battlers was doing blogs saying, okay, this person ain't really get him out of here. That person ain't really get him out of here. Hitman's going to be the one to get him out of here. Y'all are creating narratives as if you want Cassidy gone. Still, right now, after the Hitman battle, people saying that. There's still people doing interviews and blogs saying, okay, but you still didn't really put him in there with a Twerk or a Geechee or this person, somebody that's going to get him out of here. I mean, when Hitman says, my job is to make sure that he never gets booked again, right? And y'all go crazy over that. Let me tell you something. You could be the person that believes that Hitman 30 Cassidy, all right, the business behind battle rap will ensure that everybody can be booked again. And even if you put aside the business, how about relationships will be booked again? Maybe me and Cass have built the type of rapport and relationship where no matter what, whether he's up or down, we got him. Maybe that's the same thing for Rosenberg Raw. Maybe I just said that show off. I didn't like his showing on a big stage on his last card on Max Out. But you think you're not going to see him back on RBE again? I got him. You know what I'm saying? Got him. You know what I mean? Like maybe y'all are missing all of that part of it as well. And I've done blogs before that's still on the channel to this day that says why certain battlers continue to get booked. Okay? So now let's get a little deeper into me responding to Cassidy and Daylight. One thing that I think is getting misconstrued is league and platform. League and platform are not the same thing. Okay? Leagues, I mean certain battle rap platforms call themselves leagues because that was the idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, presented like a league, but they didn't function like a league. Like the NBA is a league, like signing people to long-term contracts where you play for a specific team, yada, yada, yada. That's not the case. You know what I'm saying? I will watch Rum Nitty or Geechee Gotti or Twerk or anybody on 100 leagues during the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the NBA. It's not how the NBA functions. It's not how a league functions. But there's certain elements from a league that started to come into battle rap. You know what I mean? And some of it was tactical. Some of it was for business. And some of it was good for business. And it was smart moves. You know what I'm saying? It basically comes down to what the fans prefer and what type of narratives you guys allow to just run off with. So, fast forward. Platform versus league. I feel like RBE is one of the larger companies to come through and continue to really endorse platform over league. That's what we always said we are. That's what we are to this day. We're a platform. We're not a league. Do you need a league? The answer is fuck no. You do not need a league. Well, let me take that back. There's levels, right? Based on who you are, you need a league. Certain people need a league. And if you absolutely have to have a league, turn your arrogance and your cockiness down and miss me with all the I'm big dog and I'm worth all of this and I need all of these super opponents. Miss me with that if you need a league. If you have to have a league, don't talk to a nigga like me and tell me that you that nigga like that. Okay? Even the philosophy of home league, I've started to migrate away from, because I think it starts to create separations. And I think that the whole home league thing, I know why it was created. You know what I'm saying? Now, there have been genuine people that have been a part of home league structures. Like when we were rising and you heard a name like Show Off or Adi Boom or Jims or Oops or Big Cannon or JC or Mr. Mills or Jay Murder or Heavy Half, etc., etc. When you heard these people, or Big K never really did that. The dog is like, I don't give a fuck, give me my money. But when you heard people on they saying home league shit, that's my home league. It was a respect thing. It was a rapport thing. It was a relationship, a friendship thing. That's the home league umbrella that RBE provided very strongly at one point. But we never moved like a league. You know what I'm saying? If you have to have a league, then you need the engine, the marketing, and the promotion, and the cosign of what that company built up over the years. Now, certain people don't need that. Certain people don't fucking need that. Does Daylight need that? No. Does Cassidy need that? No. Cassidy just created his own thing. They're in the middle of rolling it out right now, this whole tournament. You know what I'm saying? John, Bullpen, Big Cannon coupled with his partners like Gracie, etc. Guerrilla Warfare, Arsenal, L Wisdom, Ray Swag at the time, UW, Organic, he used to battle rap. What other look at fucking Lex. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else battles and started Math started Legends Only. At one point, he was partnered with Vlad and did the Killers League, the worst name for a fucking company, platform, battle rap league, whatever ever, the Killers. And some of you fucking leagues are coming up with some fucking names for y'all cars. I hate y'all. Y'all be boring as shit. And y'all be coming up with names for y'all leagues that's boring as shit too. Come on, you gotta be a little bit more creative. But is it Lawrence Lowe? Appreciate you once again, brick by brick, always. But once again, if you need a league, if I see Capstone Solutions, the talk is different when you don't need a league. A-Ward is a prime example. Ooh, good one. Good example, A-Ward. We still got a lot more to cover. I ain't going nowhere. When I see people in these interviews and these blogs, league banging, some of it, if out of 100%, maybe 3% of them are really, really showing loyalty. Maybe 2%. I mean, genuine loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like Rosenberg Raw. Rosenberg Raw is coming up on another platform / league in a big situation. And I love it. Total cosign. I got a phone call from one of the biggest league owners in the world about a battler that's on his card and a contract stipulation of him being promoted within a certain time range on 2 different platforms. I was kidding me? Go ahead, yo, salute. I'm gonna be tuned in. I'm gonna be supporting. You know what I'm saying? The whole league thing. If you're in these fucking interviews and you're league banging, you know what I mean, 2% of y'all might have feel like, oh, this person, you know, or this league owner saved my life, or this league owner is the reason why I have a house, or this league owner bailed me out of jail 20 times or whatever, and I have a certain type of, I feel in debt my life, not just me coming through and doing business and signing a contract and getting on your stage and providing my talent in exchange for you receiving, us both receiving monies and elevating ourselves together. I come up, you come up, I make money, you're supposed to make money as well. It's an exchange, right? Aside from that, the true, I'm really, really loyal. The real loyalty, it's like 2% out of 100%. Then there's maybe like another 3% that no, I shouldn't say 3%. There's another decent sized percentage. Their loyalty is to that platform or that league, right? Just to not do them dirty or do them sideways, or still to remain on that platform no matter what. For example, you're gonna see Rosenberg Raw or Show Off or Jay Murder or whoever on RBE no matter what, unless one of us does something that the other person totally has an issue with, we just part ways. You're gonna see that no matter where they are. Show Off could be on Twitch, Rosenberg Raw could be on C, whatever. You're still gonna see them on RBE. Look at Clone for Bullpen. No matter what, Clone is going to be on Bullpen. John and Clone have a relationship past battle rap. All right, Clone could pop up on King of the Dot, pop up on RBE, pop up on URL, pop up anywhere. But if John calls him and says, "Yo, I need you for this," or whatever, Clone's still gonna get paid by John, of course. There's still the business factor, but it's still gonna be that no matter what, John, you need me for something, or you have a big issue with me being involved with something, we're gonna talk about it. That's a valid loyalty. All the other loyalty now, this is like the third loyalty example. All the other loyalty is bullshit. It's out of necessity. I'm gonna keep kissing your ass because I need you. Don't be in these fucking interviews talking about, I'm really loyal, and you was on my phone conducting business, or you was on Organic's phone conducting business, and you get an interview and you loyal. You was a fake nigga or a fake woman. You fake as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop. And that's the league versus platform thing that I think got misconstrued a little bit in Cassidy and Daylight's interviews. Platform now. Do you need a platform? Yes. So to go back to my earlier point, to what Cassidy and Daylight was talking about, do you need a league? No. You don't. You don't need a league. Do you need a platform? Yes. And that doubles back into some of Chris Unbiased's points. All right. So Chris kind of stuck to the YouTube channel. There's a lot more to it as well that I want to expand on. Now, does everybody need a platform? Fuck yes. I've proven this in previous blogs. I don't want to call people out, but it's on my channel even when I was sarcastically, exchanging shots with somebody, and it was all in play. And I broke down a comparison of this big heavyweight top tier battle rapper that was recently on a platform that didn't really have a big following, didn't develop that type of energy, didn't put in that type of work yet. And I think he had like 15, 16, 17,000 views there. But then you take that same battle rapper within like a even shorter span of the video living on YouTube, and you put him on an RBE or URL or King of the Dot, and his views was in the hundreds of thousands. So if that particular battle rap is named and his draw on his own can carry an entire battle rap fan base along with him, platform to platform, you're in that small demographic. But if you don't, and if there's proof of it, because the league owners know the numbers, the league owners know the analytics and the stats. We know our YouTube channel analytics. We know the pay-per-view pre-sale, post-sales, the VOD sales. We know the YouTube views. We see how many pre-sales get sold when we simply announce you. I get to announce Calico and Hitman and see how many tickets sell. I get to compare that to when I announce Hitman versus Cassidy and see how many tickets sell. And pay-per-view. The league owners have the real numbers. We have the real business behind all of this shit. All right? So if you're not the battler that can move that needle. So when Cass jumps around and says, look, when I was fucking with King of the Dot and Alki David and them, you saw what happened. When I was with URL and them, you saw what happened. When I was with RBE, you saw what happened. True. The man tells no lies detected. No lies detected. The only difference is the platform or league's ideas and energy. Like when I went back to the big meat shit, I think the energy of an RBE and Cassidy comes off a little bit different. Well, it came off different than past shit. You know what I'm saying? Even the opponent decision. You know what I mean? Like y'all talk about face-offs. Cassidy has previous face-offs that hasn't broken 1 million views. In this one, and I know it has viral worthy type of shit that was going on with him and Hitman, but it's still a difference. Even the views of the battle dropping. URL's channel is in the millions, or 1 million probably, when we're at like, what? Probably like 200 at the time, 250 at the time, right? When they drop Cassidy versus Goods, or Cassidy versus Arsenal, and they have like 800,000 more subscribers than us. Does it do 1 million views in a day? So there's still differences in the leagues and the platforms, even though you have a titan like Cassidy there. Absolutely. But to go back to my original point, everybody still needs a platform. So what have you built up? If you're that battler, because there's only like 10 of these motherfuckers that can do that. That can really, really be that fucking strong to say, no matter where I go, this is what it is. Everybody get out the way. Everybody get the fuck out the path. There's really only 10 of them. Less than 10 maybe. You know what I'm saying? They need a platform. Because we know that the views will change based on what league you're on. Some of the biggest battlers in the world. Go do your homework yourself right now. Go pull up some of the biggest names in the game right now. Pull up them on smaller platforms and pull up them on bigger platforms. So the platform's reputation, presentation, marketing, budgeting, there's so much to a platform that complements whether a small or a big battler to put it to its max. All right, because we see a lot of battlers that they fall under the wayside when they're not put to the max by some of these larger promotions and larger platforms and larger budgets and larger cards and larger reputations and all this shit. All right, so you have to have a platform. What is it that the platforms do though that the battlers would also have to inherit? Because Chris Unbiased harped on work ethic. That's a big fucking piece of it, work ethic. But let's talk about finances. And I hate to go straight to money, but they say money is power, right? How many battlers can pay themselves in a card situation or an event situation more than some of the top league owners or platform owners can? It's a tough question. It's a tough question. Very tough question. You have to consider this as well. If you're running the situation, if it's John or let's say Big Cannon, let's say Big Cannon goes into his pocket to fund the Crown event that has all those fucking super heavyweights on it, right? Let's say some of that money is coming out of Big Cannon's pocket and Big Cannon battles Big T on that card, I think, right? Let's say Big Cannon's average pay rate with the league owner is $5,000. Okay. If that whole event with all of those battle rappers on it costs $250,000, so we're talking all the battle rappers that's on that card. I forget who was on Crown. Remember that was the one that initially had like Hitman and Suge until that got fucked up. But I think it had did it have the Math and the Big K? Did it have the Surf and the Verb? I forget. It was huge, right? The Crown Part 1. Crown Part 2 was crazy too. You know what I'm saying? But you got all those big name battlers on there. You got all their travel, flights and hotel. You got the venue. You got security. You got the pay-per-view streaming, pay-per-view bandwidth. You got promotion. You got editing. You got fly. You got all of this shit. Transportation, cars, rent, all of this shit. Let's say the card or the event costs $250,000. If the event grosses $260 and Cannon paid himself, or he normally gets $5, and he still got to break it down with his partners, he just made less. Just do the math on that. That's simple math. He just made less. It's also a liability that it's an investment, because you got to remember, the battlers have contracted guarantees unless you're a platform or league that does bad business. You know what that means? That means that if I give Cassidy a contract that says you're getting paid $500,000 when this battle is over, right? If somehow Cassidy couldn't bring anybody to the venue, or nobody wanted to buy the stream to see Hitman that night, right? Cassidy's still gonna come to me when the event is over, no matter how cool we are. Yo, my contract says you owe me $100,000 on my back end. Damn, I mean, you got a $400 deposit. So however you want to work out your deposits and your fucking back end, right? Yo, you still owe me a couple $100,000, hey y'all. Yeah, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But that's my contract. There's nothing in my contract that says I don't get my money if I didn't swing in the fight. I didn't start no fight or nothing like that. I need my back end, right? So who really wants to carry that? 9 out of 10 battle rappers will never want to carry that shit, that liability. Let's also be honest. Who could afford to do it? How many people in battle rap can you say? So let's roll out Max Out. Max Out Part 1. A card that you see as Cassidy, Hitman, at the time, Serious Jones, Big K. You could add Clone because he had a deposit. Jag, Old Red, Rosenberg Raw, Show Off. I feel like I'm missing something, right? All those deposits for those people. When we announced Cassidy versus Hitman, look what y'all was saying. Y'all was saying like, yo, do you have any, are y'all going to be bankrupt after this? What type of deposits did you even get just those two guys alone? Where does that money come from? Yep. Unless you sponsored or you got some company that has like stake in your company and they put up all the money, you know what I'm saying? Like that's an undertaking that you have to be willing to take. The financial upfront and the financial risk coming out on the back end. A lot of people don't want to do that. I had that conversation one time with Mook and his manager. Mook was like, I don't got time. Mook could easily go take, at the time, we was talking about him versus Hollow. Easily go take him and Hollow, rent out a little room, hire a pay-per-view service maybe, you know what I'm saying, some cameramen, put it together. Danny and Hollow did something like that, I think, you know what I mean, and you're gonna make what you're gonna make, and if you go over than what you spent, you're paying yourself. Great. I had that debate one time with them. He's like, man, I'm staying in my lane. My lane is the artist, the artistry. I'm gonna craft these fucking rounds. I'm gonna do this promotion. I'm gonna use my fucking brand. I'm gonna promote, yada yada. I'm gonna be a draw to this event. I'm gonna make sure that the fans is in the building and on the stream. But for all of that, this is what I want. And it's my job to pay it. All right? So, point being, do you need a league? No, you don't. But there's certain people that claim leagues, and you have to take off your blinders and realize why they claim leagues. Because a lot of battlers absolutely need leagues. There's really only 10 people that could fit the bill of the things that Cassidy and Daylight are talking about. And that's to their credit. That's to their credit. They're monsters. Shout out to them. They're monsters. But on the other flip side, everybody needs a platform. Everybody needs a platform. And I only really just spoke about money. I just spoke about money. Really. I spoke about money, and when I gave the example of when you see certain battlers go platform to platform and you see the draw and the money and the views change, I kind of spoke on draw power of a platform, as well as the money. You know what I mean? Like, those two things alone. I mean, I tell people all the time that DM me, you know how many DMs I get people, aspiring league owners, they're like, yo, ARP, how do I get in? What do I do? I said, don't be a fucking league owner. You don't want to do this shit. And you also gotta fucking be willing to take years and years of losses. Even after like 5 years of being established, there was a couple cards along the way every once in a while where you take a loss. Like, oh shit, that wasn't a good idea. Oh shit, that battle rapper didn't promote. Or, oh shit, that battle rapper doesn't have a draw that we thought that they would, or that they claimed to have. Whether it was, you know what I'm saying, we allowed ourselves to get rocked to sleep maybe or whatever. You might take your little losses along the way. I mean, there's been a lot of cards when we started, and even here and there, where the battlers made way more money than I made because they have guarantees, which means that if the event costs me $10 and the event makes $8, somewhere along the line, I just lost $2. Why? Because I guaranteed this person, that person, that person, no matter what, I'm going to go into my pocket and make sure you got the money that's in your contract no matter what happens at the event. So everybody needs a platform. The money is a huge element. The size of the platform, the reputation, the marketability of the platform is huge. It's proven. It's black and white online. But I love the stuff that Cassidy and Daylight was saying, because I think the effects of a league are dangerous to the ceilings in this culture. Very, very dangerous. If you feel like you have to have a league, you will continue to see separation in this culture. You will continue to see people being limited. You will continue to see money having its pit stops. I was on the phone with one of the biggest battle rappers in the world the other day, and I had a huge check ready for him, a deposit. And he told me he was frustrated as shit that he couldn't take it because he signed some shit maybe that he don't think that, well, at least now he's seeing like, damn, that shit just fucked me up. But next time I have an opportunity, I might not do something like that again. You know what I mean? So you gotta, everybody's different, but there's really like 10 of these motherfuckers that fit that kind of bill. So shout out to fucking Cass, because he made a lot of sense and he said a lot of true things. It just depends on who you are, and it depends on how you move. So look in the mirror, battle rapper, and be honest with yourself. Because certain shit that y'all saying, y'all tweet, y'all talk about, or how y'all move, or what y'all claim to be, smart people see right through that shit. Alright? But Cassidy ain't one of them. Cassidy is one of them real guys. I mean, so the God tiers, I did a blog when we was rolling out Max Out. I broke down the God tiers. I had Mook in there, I had Lux in there, I had Hitman in there. I said Hollow and Surfer on that list, but you can see that the culture is trying to take them out of that list slightly. I think Hollow sometime this year is going to remind people why he is who he is. I'm seeing Surf talking about possibly coming back. RBE is part of the reason for that, probably. Shout out my nigga Surf. Cassidy's a God tier, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your definition of a God tier? If it's like 5 criteria, he's gonna sit in at least 3, 4, 5 of them, right? So, all right, that's my little fun with the topic that I seen going around. Is Lux on the contract? Of course not. I seen somebody just fucking put that as Lux on the contract. Let me tell you something. And this is another note to the battle rappers, and it's supposed to be common sense to the fans. If you are a battle rapper that gets approached like, yeah, I want you to battle over here, but you got to put that flag. Did you know how many conversations behind the scenes really be like this? Like, yo, I'll fuck with y'all, put you over here, but what's your relationship like still with Organic or ARP and Shot and them? You still fuck with them? And these niggas be having to answer no. They be like, nah, I don't fuck with them. Nah, I ain't battle. You could even see the difference. And like, I see it in certain people's interviews, how they talk around the platform a little bit. When they say RBE, it's a little different. Or how they even get to say RBE. Or God forbid they even say ARP. To see where they talk around certain things. Where do you think that comes from? You think it's beef? I don't got no beef with nobody in this culture. You know what I'm saying? Where do you think it comes from? You gotta be careful. Because certain people will lean on you for talking certain ways in your interview. You can't even talk a certain way sometimes when you're in certain business situations and working with certain leagues. It's a requirement. You can't talk like this. You can't act like this. You can't promote this. Right? And this goes back to your Lux question. You think these same league owners will go to a Mook or a Cassidy or Lux or Arsenal or Ill Will or and ask that type of shit or Surf and say, yo, you can't do this, you can't do that? No. So what does that say about the person that gets treated or is under those type of work contexts? What does that say? And it leads back to my point when I say Cassidy is right, but there's only 10 of them motherfuckers. Everybody else got to get in line. The only flip side to that is if the platform, the league, or the platform owner or the league owner don't treat you like you got to get in line. It's the only difference. Cassidy versus Hitman Epic, one of the biggest, is turning out to be one of the biggest battle rap moments ever. We thought that we were going to have just one of the biggest battles of the year, and then as it shaped up more and more, we said, all right, we keep trending, it's going crazy here, and then the whole culture is stopping for this shit, and oh wait, now we got a viral face, oh wait, the card's crazy too. Then the aftermath of even it dropping, like, we're still talking about it. We're all still talking about it and thinking about it. I mean, it's becoming one of the biggest battles in battle rap history because of the web effect as well. Not just that one, the web effect of how everybody is impacted in some way, good, bad, making money with everything. So now let's get to Max Out 2. Something spooky going on here. Some real spooky. Damn, I'm already 40 minutes in. I don't care. Damn, I'm seeing all this rest in peace George Rogan in my comments. Wow, rest in peace. Wow. Um, Hitman versus Calico. I'm never going to like put myself in a position where I feel like I'm instigating. I mean, we booked the battle, obviously. This isn't the first grudge match that we booked. The first thing that had tension. When you take a battle, like look at the whole closure card. Like there was physical confrontations on that card. Like a Hitman and Bill Collector, obviously. QB and Bonnie. Um, Math and Clips wasn't that type of energy, but they had some things they want to say to each other, obviously. Look at the Math and Show Off battle. And we promoted it, Battle of the Bullies, right? That kind of added more energy to how they approached the battle and how they performed on stage, maybe. I don't know. Like, that's an interview I want to do with both of those guys. I want to talk to them about that battle. Maybe I'll do that during this rollout right here for Max Out too. Hollow and Math. It was tense even getting those guys on stage. You know what I'm saying? There's like behind the scenes footage of that and shit. Just to get those guys on stage, it was tense. There was little shit happening in the face-off. Math and Serious Jones, we literally stopped both of them, kind of, you could say, from fighting by the time the face-off ended. Math and Serious Jones shit. This isn't the first battle that we've booked, and RBE has been on yellow alert. You know what I'm saying? And I spoke to these two guys, and everything has been battle rap from when we speak. Now, of course, people could take that with a grain of salt and say, yeah, but you're the league owner, ARP. Everybody's going to say certain shit to you. They want to make sure they get this deposit. They want to get their battle. They want to get their contract signed and all that type of shit. ARP niggas going to tell you whatever. Nobody going to tell you what they're going to tell their entourage and their man. They might tell their man, like, yo, that's how I really feel towards this nigga. They ain't going to say that to you, ARP. I get it. I'm not stupid. But I do believe in the professionalism of these two guys, Hitman and Calico. Hitman's been in situations on RBE and as well as outside of RBE where him or his entourage could have really, really did somebody dirty or did something to react a certain way. And then, you know what I'm saying? Calico goes to fucking events, 50 deep. I've booked him like that before. You know what I'm saying? Calico negotiates his pluses and shit into his contracts. Yeah, I mean, he's like, my people's coming with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that plus 100 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I respect these two guys, the way that they move. I respect their leadership. And that's one thing that's important, is their leadership. If you can't control the people that come with you, then they shouldn't be coming. Because in Calico and Hitman's contract, their entourages are stipulated. I said it on stage during the Math and Hollow shit. I reminded the battlers that your entourage is an extension of you. It's an extension. It's in our contract. If your fucking cousin that's 3 rows back from you on stage decides to throw a bottle or hook off or do something, the battle gets affected, it don't have to end. It could even be affected. Somebody's round could be ended. You're going to lose money. And I know that not everything's about money. Sometimes maybe guys might feel like, hey, it's not worth the money. You know how many people thought, and I hate to put this type of energy out there, but you know how many people said to me before, like, if you book like a Math versus Diz, even if you pay Math X amount of dollars, he's going to throw the money away because he wants to do something, right? Like, you just can't fucking predict everything. You have to watch people's character. You have to watch their leadership. You have to trust their professionalism, trust their reputations, trust their business, trust the rapports that they're working with. I'm not some new league owner. I mean, I've been dealing with these people for years, whether you've seen them on RBE perform or not. You know what I mean? We've established certain lines of respect. And like I said in RBE, we expect the utmost respect towards myself, my team, and our platform because that's what we give. Not because I'm trying to Brody it. Not because I'm saying like, yo, you play with me a certain way, I'm going to shoot you in your face. No, y'all know me. I don't present that type of energy to y'all. You know what I mean? But we deserve and we get often that type of respect because that's what we give. It's supposed to be that simple, right? Now you got situations like this that get a little complex though. Because I see the jokes and shit. We put some of that in the release trailer. you know, and everybody knows that old interview or that old live between Hitman and Calico. And it seems like they're arguing, you know, over the prank and shit like that. But it's true because the battlers are starting to say it. So it's not like ARP is hyping it up by saying this type of shit. Battlers are starting to say this shit. People that's on the inside are starting to say this shit publicly or whatever. It's more than that. You know, these guys grew apart. They grew apart. But I've said this before and I'll say it again. Anybody that has that level of energy towards somebody and signs a contract to rap is a sucker. That doesn't mean that shit don't flare up. But if you signed the contract and you already have those pre-intentions to do something, you a sucker. What, you want to wait until all these people around and fucking cameras is running, all that type of shit? No. That's different, once again, than somebody having some type of way that they feel as a man in the midst of a moment. That, you just got to respect certain times. I've had battlers that literally ask me, if my opponent hits me and I hit him back, do I lose my deposit? I'm going to tell you right now, the answer is no. On my back end, the answer is no. This is a man element too. Like, I'm gonna stop you from defending yourself? No. It's actually an element even to the face-off. Exclusive. Alright? Because when me and Hitman start doing our fucking interviews and shit, this might come up. I'll be the first one to give it to y'all now. The face-off. You've seen Cassidy say things about who he was there with. Nonchalantly, like, yeah, that's my team. That's how we roll out. He even said in his interviews, like, why would I be? I'm Cassie. Why would I be by myself? And Hitman, you know, he's saying stuff like ARP said nobody's supposed to be there. Boom, boom, boom. That's true. It's very true what Hitman said. They're both right, and that's what's so crazy. And we've even changed our perception of face-offs going forward now because both Cassidy and Hitman are both right. Hitman's right because that text message goes out to all the people involved, the camera crew that's there, RBE side, of what the capacity is. You know what I'm saying? Of what we're being told that we are supposed to keep underneath how many people show up there or whatever. Because I didn't rent the place. But from what I was told, boom, boom, and then it's my job to relay that out to the people that I'm in business with. So I tell both of them that yeah. But when Cass comes with his entourage or his people, or the people that he's going, you know, from one place to the next with or whatever, like he's in a flow of doing business, like he came from somewhere, then he stops here to do business, then he goes over there, same way Hitman came from the set of BET, stops and does his face off. After that, he probably goes some, like whatever, everybody's making these moves. Cassidy did the right thing, and so did Hitman. So, I'm Quadre, salute homie, ARP is the truth, RBE is the best league out there right now. Great presentation, no choking, entertaining battles, and so much more. ARP is for real, is for the fans. Salute. Thank you so much for that, homie, and I appreciate your donation. And if y'all go to my Instagram, ITSARP, you will see a flyer that my homie put up for us and made for us for the Calico and Hitman. You know, he's been doing them crazy ass fucking cartoon shits of the battlers with the white eyes. Shit's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I feel honored to have one. You know what I'm saying? I really, really feel honored to have one. Them shits is dope. Stay on your game, homie. But the entourage thing. Let's just start. I'll get to the battle in a second. Let's just talk about the face-off. I don't want to tell people to move by themselves anymore. I just learned that now. Like I said, I think Cassidy and Hitman are both right. I don't want to tell people that. You want to know why? Number one, I don't expect people to fully rely on the security of the company or the platform. They ain't grow up with me. They ain't grow up with Shota. They ain't grow up with Ant. They ain't grow up with Lawrence. They ain't grow up with Reem or Ryan or whatever. If you go see some of the footage of the fight that happened in Club Tron on RBE, I don't know how much of the footage is up there. But if you watch that footage, right, I've done it a million times during the RBE battles. I've jumped in the middle. I've, even before things got a little tense, try to separate people, whatever, push people back. Big K and John really got into it. Mook and Verb for a second kind of got in a little. That's revving up. Oh shit. What was another battle? Shit, Hitman and Cassidy recently. We're in there. It's like a whole wave of people pushing around and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get at each other. The entourage is revving up and all that type of shit. That's what these people depend on. Now because I'm the closest to it, yeah, I've jumped in and try to separate people because I know 90% of the time, if you give people that space and that moment to be able to think, get it off their chest, let off their steam. Remember, there's cameras here, there's fans here, I'm working, it's business, boom, boom, boom. It's not that serious. They get out their fucking system. Usually that's all they need, right? But you think I'm up there trying to be the Incredible Hulk? Like, stop. And nobody could fucking move, including entourages. That's not my job. That's not what I'm there to be. And I'm not trying to act like I can do that or like I even want to do that. So going back to what I was said about that fight footage, if that's out there. If you really watch that footage, watch my brother shot them. There's a point where, you know, I do what I normally try to do, separate people. Yo, you go, chill out, stop that shit, stop, chill, try to de-escalate. My brother from behind me puts his arm around my fucking neck and pulls me back. Yo, come here. Niggas want to fight, let them fight. As long as nobody hits you, come here. My man Ryan, in the gray hoodie on that stage that in Drum that night, somebody hit him in the face. It's on camera. It's a kid I grew up with. It's a kid that'd do anything for me. Imagine certain people that's there holding me down see me get hit in the face, even if it's by accident. You know what I'm saying? It's not my fucking job to try to be Superman. Will I do the right thing as the person closest? Like, yo, chill, y'all, yes. But niggas want to rev all the way the fuck up. I'm out of that job. I don't want that job anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here to do business. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to do fucking business. I'm not a security guard. Has anybody ever seen on my job description, as far as me being ARP and battle rap, a security guard? No, I hire security guards for our events. You know what I'm saying? So even for this Calico and Hitman face-off, I think it's going to be funny at times. I think it's going to be tense at times. I think things could be said or will be said that's insightful. I think there's going to be times where Hitman's going to be pissed off. There's going to be times where Calico's going to be pissed off. And we might bring security there. You know what I'm saying? But even that, it's just like, once again, it's just precautions, certain precautions. But at the end of the day, you still have to depend a lot on the battlers and their entourages, which are an extension of them. So I do believe that we have a tense battle that's on the way July 10th. But at the same time, me not to instigate and act like I'm here trying to promote like that, I'm the one that's saying ahead of time, we're trusting Hitman and Calico and all their people, because even certain people that's with them got little. I don't think Hitman and Clean get along, for example. I don't think they get along. I don't. I think there's people with Hitman that might not get along with fucking Cal or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think certain people get along already. That'll probably be in the building July 10th. You know what I mean? But we all showing up for a rap battle. There's going to be fans that's going to be there. Just like they was sitting in the crowd for Math and Serious Jones. Like, okay, who's just going to throw the first punch? That's what he's waiting for. You know what I mean? So I think we'll get a little bit more to the energy as we start these interviews. I'm going to be interviewing Cal, Hitman. They're going to be doing interviews outside of me, of course. And by the time we get to the face-off, we may even see new narratives hit. Same thing with like Cassidy and Hitman. Yeah, a bunch of narratives before as the battle got announced and it was rolling out and promoted, and you started seeing Cassidy and Hitman doing interviews, and you had your takes on what was going to happen. They got to the face-off and you felt one way now or different here, or now you feel more inclined to how you felt initially. All that shit happens after the face-off, and then these guys get new motivations, new angles, all types of shit. Tony Kelman, Show Out needs a separate contract. I don't even know if I need to read the rest. I don't need to read the rest. Tony Kelman. Shout out to Show Out. I love the entertainment value that Show Out brings to the round, because people ask for him. Look, you just brought him up, and thank you for the support, Tony. People like, yo, what's Show Out gonna say? What's he gonna do? Is he gonna run up in Calico's face and all that type of shit? It's a great element to Hitman's rounds and to the show. It just is. He doesn't have to run out. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. You know what I mean? What if Clean runs out during one of Cal's rounds? Like, if I was a battle rapper, y'all, man, type of shit that y'all would see on that stage, I'd do all types of shit. I wouldn't lose a single battle, man. Between my angles and my, you might get props, you might get all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think by the time we get to the face off, and that's one thing that I like that Hollow was telling me as we were setting up the battle. He was like, this Calico match is one of those things where, I don't need the extra motivation. I don't need to get to the face off. I don't need it. All my best performances are grudges. Like at the time, it was like a grudge was served. It was like, remember they put that shit in the trailer. I ain't never gonna let URL forget that shit. Tim Holmes, when can we get the second battle? Tonight is dropping, homie. Thank you for the support. I didn't forget that in the trailer for Surfing Hitman, the little scuffle that they had on the street was in the promotion. I didn't forget that. You know what I'm saying? Good business or money move, whatever. But you don't know what energies that could have created with entourages or the battle themselves, whether it was fake or whether it was real. Who knows? But I think like with Hitman's point, and I want to break this down. We interview, all his best performances were grudges. You know what I'm saying? Like he battled a lot of people that he might be cool with now, but at the time they battled, there was a problem, there was an issue, and some of those are his best performances. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of questions I want Hitman to be able to answer for y'all. We've never seen him battle this fast before. Is that because of the Cassidy battle? Let him answer that. This whole Hitman retired. Let him answer that. Where did the beef start? Let him answer that. Is there still a brotherhood? Why did Calico leave the bro? Some of the shit might come in the battle. Some of the shit might come in the face. Or some of the shit might come in interviews. But shout out to Hitman Calico. Get y'all entourages right ahead of time. Know who you're bringing. Know who is coming with you to that face off or coming with you to that battle, because it's essential that we get the business done. Calico and Hitman are not cheap people. I would love to keep your back end. I laughed, right? I say a lot of things on camera just to mark it in history. Put it on the channel. I'll go back to it like in a blog later. I'm like, remember when I said this, motherfucker? I wasn't lying. I was dead serious. I might have just laughed. I'm dead serious. Hitman, Calico. I would love to keep your back end because somebody in your entourage pushed another person from the other side. And my brother shot that says, hey, y'all, back the fuck up. Let them niggas act out. And I said, okay, you're right. I'm not security. Back the fuck up. And y'all do all this shit. And then, yo, you want to know what? You started it. Hitman, I get to keep your $500,000. Calico, I get to keep your $500,000. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but real shit. It's a grudge match and it's time. It's time for us to start having some fun, getting a little deep into the weeds of this battle right here because, that one rounder does have some history to it. But we know what we need from these two guys. We need 3 rounds. This is an elevated Calico. I think he's coming off of a very good performance. I got him beating Verb. That's not no slight. That's not no bias. It's not because I'm promoting. If I didn't believe that way, I just wouldn't say it at all because then y'all be like, oh, he's just saying that. I'd just rather not say anything at all. I think Cal is coming off of a great performance and a great win. I think they're both obviously proven to be great on big stages. This will be in Believe Music Hall. I think the grudge is real. And RBE has delivered so many grudge matches that it's just time for another one. There's not that many real grudges left. And when I talk about real grudges and battles over the years, I really mention Hitman and Calico like over like the last year and a half, 2 years. Why? Because it's a battle that I never thought would have happened. And maybe Calico or Hitman, whether it's the face-off, an interview that I do with them, or they do on their own, or in the battle, maybe they'll explain why this battle is happening. Stay tuned. But I'll tell you, for me, and I'll be knowing a lot, and I have a lot of conversations, I never thought this battle would happen. So, we'll get there. But it's happening, so. July 10th, RedBreedENT.com. Handle your business. You know what I'm saying? Go get your tickets. Or don't. You can sit back, be a person, just hear about it. And then whenever we decide to drop that, it's not dropping on YouTube, it will drop. We're never going to violate the people that buy the VOD or the pay-per-view and turn around and just drop a battle in like 3, 4, 5 days or something like that. That's not going to happen. Your channels will be getting taken down if you upload the footage and all that type of shit anyway. We record a lag. Y'all niggas know how this shit go. So, you're going to get your money's worth. The card is going to continue to roll out starting tonight. the next announcement I'm very proud of. I love the battle. The only hint that I give y'all is that it could be one of those. You know what? I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. I'll say it after. I'll be back maybe tomorrow with another live, and I'll talk about the battle that's getting announced tonight. So hang around the channel, maybe sometime like 7, 8 o'clock tonight, something like that. The next battle is dropping for Max Out 2. Get your tickets, RareBreedENT.com. It's time to start having some fun. Max Out 2 time. Enjoy the wave.